At the Royal Horticultural Halls in London, one of the many Italian gastronomy festivals took place, in which many companies participated, with food and wines, but also grappas and other delicacies from the peninsula. Among the many exhibitors there was also the Consorzio dei Vini Eroici, in English Consortium of Heroic Vineyards, a true excellence of made in Italy. They are exclusively harvested by hand, with vineyards only above a certain altitude and other quality directives, as highlighted its representative in the UK, Giovanni D'Orsi.
We are present with a stand of Heroic Vineyards. They are traditional wines. There is a European specification that talks about these characteristics, which must have a certain altitude, must be made in a traditional way, and at the same time must be harvested by hand, and bottled as it was done once.
Heroic wines are those produced with vineyards that have very precise characteristics, defined by the Centre for Research, Studies, Safeguarding, Coordination and Enhancement for Mountain Viticulture. The vineyards that want to boast the title of heroic wine must have a slope of the land greater than 30%, an altitude greater than 500 meters, a viticultural system that develops on terraces and steps, with objective difficulties in working the soil. Heroic viticulture extends across the entire Italian territory, from north to south, with vineyards that represent a sort of outdoor museum, from Friuli Venezia Giulia in the Carso Plateau, to Etna, from Valtellina to the Cinque Terre, from Pontellera to Salina, from Irpinia to Murano, in Trentino. Heroic viticulture has had its own implementing decree since July 2020, which leads to greater protection and valorization of all those viticultures which, from the Alps to Pontellera, represent a great value for the Italian wine heritage. The cultivation of vineyards in inaccessible areas involves a great expenditure of energy and financial resources, due to the orographic conditions which create impediments to mechanized cultivation, the small and often non-contiguous vineyards, the climatic conditions which are not always optimal, and other conditions. For the islands, the difficulties are amplified, mainly linked to technological problems and the great salinity that characterizes the environment. From north to south, the surface area of heroic vineyards is continually expanding. In Abruzzo, these are very ancient viticulture practices, dating back to 1300 DC. In Calabria, cultivation dates back to Magna Graecia, while in Liguria ancient viticulture finds itself struggling with impervious soil conditions. In Lombardy the vineyards are divided between Val Camonica and Valtellina. Then there is Piedmont, Trentino and Sicily with the Etna area, the Aeolian Islands and Pontellera, and the Aosta Valley.